Hi humans, welcome back to my channel. By the time you watch this video, we'll already be in 2023. Happy New Year. It's good to be in the new year because as I record this video, it's the first of the new year. So many people haven't made it into this new year. So we have to be very grateful and thankful for being in this new year. Now, I'm sorry I've not posted any video in the recent past. I've only done a single video for December. You know, when your body or your mind or your life says you've got to stop, you stop. Don't force life. So what's the purpose of this video today? Today I'm going to be talking about what I would wish for you, what I wish for myself in this new year. Number one, clarity of intention. Do you ever ask yourself the intention behind everything that you do? What's the intention in the relationships you make? What's the intention of the words that come out of your mouth? What's the intention of how you carry yourself? What's the intention of what you do, of why you do what you do? Sometimes we think we are doing things on autopilot, but we really are not. We aren't. I'll give you an example. If I intend to make a new relationship, everything I do subconsciously and consciously is going to be towards that. If my intention is to sabotage, everything I do will work towards that. So I would like you to take time in this new year and ponder on your intentions. Are your intentions pure? Are your intentions self-serving? Are your intentions for the common good? Or are all your intentions selfish? Selfish. I wish for you this new year that you will have clarity of intention. Number two, I wish for you this year that you are brave enough to follow your dreams, brave enough to get out of relationships that are not working, brave enough to fight for relationships that you would like to work, brave enough to follow your dreams, brave enough to stand up for what you believe in, brave enough to say no when it's no, brave enough to say yes to life, brave enough to stand for what you believe in this new year, brave enough to love yourself. You know, some people do not love themselves. Are you brave enough to do that this new year? Brave enough to get things out of your life that are not working for you. Brave enough to ask for help. That is something that is difficult for most people, including myself, but that is something that I'm working on. It takes a lot of courage to ask for help, and there's nothing wrong with that. Be brave enough to do that this year. I wish for you this year, that is number three, that you are self-reliant. Man, the freedom that comes with self-reliance. In this past year, I have heard lots of people speak about their situations on different WhatsApp groups, women, men, man, the bullshit people have to stand because they are not self-reliant is a lot. I wish for you that 2023 will be a year of self-reliance, where you're able to rely on yourself. I'm not saying we are like you're an island that you don't need anyone, but self-reliance to have a roof over your head, to buy yourself your own food, to take your children to hospital, to pay fees, and not always having to ask for handouts. I wish self-reliance for you in this new year. Number 4, I wish that you will not see and live your life waiting for extraordinary moments. Every day is extraordinary if you take the time to see, to look, to hear. Not all of us are going to have what we call extraordinary lives. We are all not going to have messy moments, as in the previously ended World Cup. I mean, people have these moments and they are so extraordinary. And you're like, oh my God, can I have this kind of moment ever? We are not going to live extraordinary lives. Like recently I heard that Ronaldo is going, is it to one of those Arab countries? And man, the money he is going to be making in a day, some people cannot even make it in a lifetime. So if you spend your whole time and your whole life searching and running after extraordinary moments, you are going to miss out on the extraordinary moments that you're having in your life right now. Do you know what you would call an ordinary thing, like hearing your children laugh outside or they are playing? I've had parents say that. You can't take that for granted. As we entered into this new year in my country, there's a family that lost children. Don't you think their parents would wish to hear these children laugh in their rooms? You think that is ordinary? It isn't. You think it's ordinary to look at your baby smile? You think it's ordinary for someone to look at you with love in their eyes? You think it's ordinary to wake up out of your bed and actually make it and feed yourself? There's nothing ordinary about that. Our lives are full of extraordinary moments, just that we do not see them. I wish for you this year that you will have good friends. We are living in a time where it's so hard to have good friends. Friends who are honest enough to tell you when you're being shitty. Friends who are honest enough to tell you when you are being good, to compliment you. You could be having friends, but they will never cheer you on. They will not tell you when you are doing things well. We need friends who will, put us on the straight and narrow. When you're doing good, they compliment you, and when you're doing bad, they let you know. I wish that your good friends will allow you to be vulnerable. Even you yourself. Are you in a space, are you in a relationship where you are strong enough and brave enough and you're given space to be vulnerable? There's nothing weak about being vulnerable. When you're vulnerable, it opens up so much in relationships, especially, and even in your life. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable, because in being vulnerable, you speak up, you open up. And when you open up for love especially, it really comes in. When you open up and you're honest enough, for example, about your shame, it breaks down a lot of things. We see people around and they have attitude, they look fearless. All these are barriers. They are like armor. They're like trying to protect themselves. Please be vulnerable. Drop that damn attitude in your relationships. Be open, speak up.